Okay, kids, I'm back. I put on some lipstick. I forgot that I didn't have any on, which is not a big deal, but my mouth is so small, and I have these really thin lips, and I'm like, I need lip injections, right? Doesn't that look better? Okay, no. You know what I look like? I look like a fat Kardashian with blonde hair. Duck lips. Anyway. Crap. Now look what I did. So what I'm doing, I want you guys to know, is I like things to be done right the first time. And I have a habit of wanting everything to be right with first impressions. I've got to have my hair right. I've got to have my color done. I've got to have it fixed. I've got to have my makeup on. I've got to have the proper lighting and the proper backdrop. And I've got to have... No, I don't have to do all that. Chill out, Patty. It's not that big of a deal. This is my first impression that I want to make for you guys. This is me. This is who I am. I'm not going to pretend to be any differently. I am using my iPhone to do my videos, so the video quality is not going to be the most perfect. It doesn't have to be. I don't have to have a big expensive camera, video setup, studio with lighting. No, I'm sitting in front of my window in my bedroom and I'm doing the video, and that's probably the way it's going to stay, because this is just me. This is who I am, and I want to get that across, is that this is who Patty is. And I'm silly and I'm a cut up, and I love people. I really love people. But sometimes I'm like everybody else. Certain people get on my nerves. And yes, I'm from the South, so a lot of people from other parts of the country aren't used to Southern accents. Well, to me, everybody else from other parts of the country have accents. But anyway, just a little bit of background about me. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. I was born and raised in Lexington, Kentucky. And then I moved in 1999 to Florida, and I lived in North Florida, Jacksonville area for almost 20 years. And then I came back to Kentucky a year and a half ago and decided to stay. I never went back to Florida. I stayed here, and I'm back in Lexington, and I don't know if any of you have been to Lexington, but I encourage you to come. It is beautiful here. They call it God's country for a reason. It's not mountainy and it's not flat. It's rolling hills. It's beautiful. It's green. It's lush. There are, we're a horse capital, and there are many, many horse farms. I mean, Lexington's a metropolitan area. It's not a huge city. It's a mid-sized city, but it's just beautiful here. So if you ever get a chance to come here, I really hope that you can come here. It's beautiful. And there's a lot of scenic tours that you can take. But I'm not a big horse person, but there's a lot of horse people here. My own stepbrother is a walking horse trainer and won grand championships and world championships when he was a teenager. And now his daughter is also in that arena, and she shows her horses, and it's a big part of their life. But for me, I'm scared of horses, to be honest with you. I almost got thrown from just a trail riding horse when I was a teenager, and it scared the bejeebies out of me. And horses are big animals. I'm just not around them a lot. But anyway, so when I grew up, I went to I have an identical twin sister that still lives in Florida, and her name is Peggy. Patty and Peggy. I know, country. Take it even more. We're not from the country, but Patty Mae and Peggy Ray. That's her names. But they thought we were going to be a boy, so they were going to name us Homer Joe, so I consider us lucky. So that would have been something to have to live up to. Anyway, so I went to become a hairstylist, went to beauty school, became a hairstylist, loved it. I'm not an artist, but when it comes to hair, I'm an artist, okay? Or I used to be. I could do whatever I wanted. I could make that hair do whatever I wanted it to do, and it was so much fun for me. I loved it. I loved the customers were like my family. My clients came in, it was mom came in on Tuesday and dad came in on Saturday, and then the kids came in the next week, and so I was seeing these people more than I've seen my own family, really, a lot of times. And but anyway, I left doing the thing I love to do in order to get benefits and more money. I went to work for a car manufacturing company, and I worked in the plant as a production worker, and I thought, if I get paid the same as the men that work here, I can do anything a man can do. Yes, I'm independent and strong, and back in the day I wasn't overweight, and I got really physically fit working there, because it's kind of like doing a workout the entire time you're there. But I got hurt pretty early on, actually like the second day in I got hurt, and continued to get hurt because I continued to have to work with injuries, which is not legal now, but back then they made me do it. And I got to the point where I couldn't work anymore, and I left that, and I went back to doing hair part-time, but I had to have surgery on my hands for carpal tunnel, and my doctor was like, you can't do hair, are you crazy? So I did still do it part-time, and then unfortunately we had a major flood in the area, and we lost our shop. And so I didn't go back to doing that. I was raising my children. I was married and raising my children at the time, and I really wanted to dedicate myself to my kids. And I had stepkids as well, and that was my life. That's all I cared about was them. And so anyway, then I got divorced, moved to Florida, raised my kids in Florida. That's where they went to school, grew up. Both went to college at Jacksonville University, which is an international university, and a certain percentage of their students have to come from other countries, and a certain percentage of their students have to study abroad for a certain amount of time. And that was really interesting. And my kids are, can I brag this a little bit? They're super smart, you guys. They're really, really smart kids, and I'm really proud of them. I really am proud of them. They're great kids. And my daughter is 26, and she now lives in Johnsonville, Tennessee. What did I just say? Johnsonville, Tennessee? Let's try that again. Johnson City, Tennessee. That's where her grandparents are from, and her dad is from originally. And she moved there several years ago and stayed. And my son still lives in Florida, in Jacksonville. And he's graduated college now, and he's working for a major bank. I'm not sure what he does. I can't really understand what he does. But my daughter was going to school to be a paramedic, and now she had some complications from surgery, and then she got C. differential and another infection. I can't remember the name of it, and so she had to drop out of school. Well, they made her drop out of school because she had missed so much. So she's working in a hospital as like a nursing assistant. Anyway, whatever. She works like 12-hour shifts, and I never talked to her. But I got really smart, intelligent, great kids, really work hard now, and I'm really proud of them for that. Really, really proud of my kids for being independent people. And I've got a grand dog that I never get to see. I'm a big dog lover, guys. I love dogs, and I lost my dog a week before Christmas last year. I don't want to cry. Don't start crying. His name was Killian, and he was a mini dachshund. He was my third dachshund. I won't probably ever have another one because of the spinal issues. I can't go through that again with the paralysis. And anyway, I probably won't have another pet. They're just so expensive, and I live on my own. But I don't live on my own. I live with a roommate. It's her house, and I rent from her. I live upstairs. She lives downstairs. But she has 3 dogs, and she's got a Shih Tzu, a Chorky, which is half Yorkie, half Chihuahua. And she's got another dog that she got as a baby. He came last year, and I call him my baby. They're her dogs, but he's my baby because I got to help raise him. He's a dorky, but he doesn't like it when people call him dorky. He says, I'm not a dorky, I'm a dash hound, because his name is Dash. And he's half dachshund and half Yorkie, and he's the cutest daggone dog you've ever seen in your life. I'll show him on here. I'll show all of them on here, I'm sure. But they're up here with me a lot, and I love them so much. But I don't have to do the upkeep and the, taking care of the grooming and the vets and all that stuff. I don't have to pay for all that. That's their mom's job. Her name is Anna, and she's a very sweet lady, and she's been really good to me. And she kind of keeps to herself, which is good. We share the kitchen, but other than that, she stays downstairs all the time, and she'll come up here and get. Dash will not. That dog, he's over a year old, refuses to walk up and down the stairs. He won't do it. He just will. You have to carry him every time. So if she's gone, and she's, like I said, I'm disabled, so I don't work. So I'm at home a lot, and so when she's gone, a lot of times they're up here with me because, you know, they like the company of being with me. Actually, 2 of them are on my bed right now. That's pretty much where they stay when they come up here, because I keep the living room blocked off so they don't have any accidents in there on the really pretty rug that I've got in there. So anyway, now trying to tell you about what I do now. I don't really work for a living. I've got kind of a part-time thing with a family friend has a business that I help do a couple things here and there. It's not really a job, I would say. It's not like a career or anything. It just gives me something to do, and I don't do it real often, but I do it when she has something for me to do. And the rest of the time, I have a cousin that lives in the town south of here, and I go to her house a lot. We've been helping redo her house, and today we're going to a place that does government grants to help do some upkeep on the home. So we're praying that all that gets worked out and the waiting list isn't too long, because she's got some pipes that have burst under the house, and we've got to get all that handled. It's a lot of work. It's been over a year now that we've been working on all this, and then she had a setback. Anyway, her name is Janetta. Hey, Netta, I love you. And we spend a lot of time together, and I help her with some of her things like paperwork, just different things that she has to do. I try to help her. So I've spent a lot of time the past year on that, but now that's coming to a close, and I've been promising I was going to do this YouTube channel. I've had a lot of people ask me, when are you ever going to do that YouTube channel? You said you were going to do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. Cheryl, my friend in Canada. Cheryl, I love you. Hi, Cheryl. I'm doing the YouTube channel, honey. You can tell everybody now. She said she's been talking up the channel, and then I never did it. And she said, girl, get off your butt. Okay, that's not what she said. When are you ever going to do it? It's time to do it. You've been saying you were going to do it. So, okay, girl, I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. And I'm talking to a phone by myself. It feels so weird. But I think once we get it interactive and people start, you know, letting me know what they want to do, then I can start showing how I do my makeup and lip lining, and hopefully eventually, if I ever get to the point where I can monetize the YouTube channel, meaning make money off of the YouTube channel, then I can upgrade camera equipment and stuff so you can see better, and, you know, I can zoom in. I don't know if I can zoom in the video so much. But anyway, we'll see. We'll play around with it, okay? You guys can help me if there's something that you know and you want me to do, you know, please. I welcome any and all nice, constructive criticism. If there's something that you see that you really think that needs to be changed, let me know in a nice way. But I'm going to tell you right now from the get-go, I want this to be a positive, uplifting channel. I don't want this to be where internet trolls come in and they're haters and they want to be ugly and hateful. Move on. Find somewhere else to go. This is not going to be the place for that. So if I see comments that are really rude and ugly, I'll just delete the comments. And if it gets to a point where it's out of control, I'll just block that person. I don't have any problem with that. I know that there's going to be ugly people out there. I don't mean ugly, but they're ugly. I just mean that they say ugly things that are rude and insensitive, and if there's people, I've had this happen before where I was on somebody's channel and I made a comment, and another lady made a comment, and I said you know, please educate yourself on this, because it's a long story. Anyway, she became totally abusive. And a month later she was still doing it with other people. I was like, I messaged her and I'm like, why are you still doing this? I think she must have had a pretty bad mental illness, because anyway, the things that she did and said were just cray-cray. And I'm sure you all, if you get online at all, you've all run into some of this on Facebook or wherever it is. And so anyway, my big thing I wanted to say is constructive, nice criticism is accepted. And I will try to read all the comments that I can. If they start getting ugly, you got to go find somewhere else to go. I'm not tolerating that. I'm pretty blunt when it comes to certain things. My middle name is Frank, after all. No, I'm just kidding. It's really May, but Patty May, not Patty Frank. But I am a frank person, and I can be blunt. And I don't play. Patty don't play. I've been saying that since the 90s when that became popular. I just don't tolerate stuff. So I just want to put that out there. You be ugly and you need to find another place to go because that's not going to be tolerated. I want people to come here to feel uplifted and edified, and I want them to know that they're loved. And I want all of you to know, no matter what, you are always loved and cared about. You may not feel it at home. You may not feel it in the workplace. You may not feel it with your friends, but you are always loved. And the final thing I'm going to say is I am a Christian. I'm not going to shove anything down your throat. Don't worry. Nope. Don't even think that. I'm not going to try to convert you right here and there. No, 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 no. It's not what this is about. But I do believe in treating others as you would want to be treated. That's what Jesus said. It's the golden rule, and it's something that I've tried to live my life by. I'm not perfect. I get irritable like everybody else, and if somebody's really nasty to me, then, I'm going to put them in their place in a hot minute, and I'm going to make it very crystal clear because Patty don't play. But anyway, I really want us to just love each other and understand that you are loved. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you have the nicest clothes. I don't have the nicest clothes. I don't have the money to buy the nicest clothes. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't, because nice clothes are not, to me, are not the top of the line labels. Is it nice to have a nice outfit or a purse and makes you feel better? Yes, but it doesn't have to be Louis Vuitton. It doesn't have to be Chanel, although all those kind of clothing lines are amazing, and I love the artistry that goes into making clothing, and it's amazing to me, but it's not the most important thing in the world to me. That's just who I am. I'm not a real materialistic person. I do like pretty things. I like bling. Oh yes, I love some bling. I've got this one shirt that's got sequins on it. When I get in the car, the sun shines down on the sequins and they start blinging out the whole inside of my car. It's just like, it's like fairy lights are going on everywhere. And I'll put stuff on my fingernail polish, and I'll put this. I love anything holographic, girl. Holographic. I love holographic. And there's a girl on YouTube, and her name is Christina, and she's got a Simply Nailogical channel. She does nail art, and she's all about the hollow, and it's gotten so popular now that she's got her own merchandise line, and she calls it being a hollowsexual, that you love hollow so much you're a hollowsexual, and you can buy t-shirts and hats and all that kind of stuff, and she's got her own nail polishes out now that's all about the hollow and the different hollow top coats. And that's me. Anything that's shiny and iridescent and opalescent and beautiful and holographic and blingy blingy, I'm a girl. I like girly girl. But I've been rough and tumble too. I used to call my daughter a prissy little tomboy. She was even more so than me. But anyway, so let's all just love each other. Let's become a big FFF family. Even if you're not fat. 50's Fat and Fabulous. That's the name of the channel. You don't have to be fat to be here. You don't have to be in your 50s. If you're 5 years old, girl, you come on. Let's talk. Let's have a good time. I will show you how to do some nice lip gloss for a 5-year-old. Yes, I will. How to do your hair in a cute little ponytail. Whatever. So, if you're 95 years old, come on here, honey. We'll show you how to do some lip liner and lipstick or your hair. Let's just have a good time and be a family. You want to be a family with me? I hope you do. And I hope to see you soon. Make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you comment. Hit that little notification bell dingy thing on there so that you know when I upload a new video. I hope to do it as often as I can because I really want to build a family here on YouTube. So come and join the FFF family. I love you, and I hope you're having a great day. Take care and be blessed. Bye-bye.